Hey up lads and lasses, and welcome back to the channel. We're in the Peak District and finally we've got the Bonneville ready to ride. So come with me to discuss all things Peak District and what I've done to this Bonneville. Let's have it.
So you wanna ride bikes, stay strong, flexed up, like Johnny a Yorkshire lad, like Johnny, 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 Johnny.
Right team, so we're here with the Bonneville. We spent 3 weeks working our socks off to get it back into top condition. I thought where better place to take it for its maiden voyage than here in the Peak District. So we're in the hills above Castleton now, and we're going to try to do a bit of a motovlog. We haven't done a motovlog for a long time. So the wind's picking up here, so let's get ourselves on the road, shall we, and discuss all things Peak District and Bonnevilles. Have it. Right team, welcome back to what is the first motovlog in a long time. If you can hear some beeping, that's a little indicator noise that the previous owner of this bike had put on it. But we're going to talk about the Bonneville shortly, but we thought because we've done so much work on it, we're going to bring it out to the Peak District, have a ride out and just show you how it feels, what it's been done to it, and obviously just talk about the Peak District to show you the Peak District. So naturally the Peak District is a stunning area of the UK, outstanding natural beauty. The sun is shining, so that means it is oversubscribed. Everybody has come down to the Peak District today. So just pulling out of a junction, for example, is hard. So I just want to show you that bit, and we're going to move on to the back roads now where we can actually get a bit of speed and talk about the bike. Right team, so we're just heading into the Hope Valley now, which is a stunning part of the Peak District, but not many people come down here. You might get the odd car, but what's better than zooming through the British countryside or the Peak District on a British Bonneville? So by way of history, we've had this Bonneville now for 3.5 weeks. We bought it from a lad we met at the Dragon Rally called Ash. His granddad had this bike since new for many years, and it had been sat in his garage because he passed away sadly of cancer, so it needed a lot of work doing to it. We got it home and we took it on a little ride, and we noticed a few things were wrong with it. It did feel sluggish, so first straight up we got ourselves some 1040 and we did a big engine oil change. Now you could see from the video that engine oil was like brown mud. It wasn't good. We changed the oil filter too, and this bike now feels really smooth on the engine when you're riding it. Another area that we had was the brake pads. The bike just wouldn't stop. It didn't like stopping. So as you can see from the picture, the brake pads were very much worn away. So we changed the brake pads to some EBCs, which were really good as well. We changed the brake fluid because it was discoloured. It had got moisture into it, so that probably wasn't working. So now this brake does stop. This bike does stop really well. It hasn't got ABS, so I'm still getting used to that. Another thing that we swapped was the suspension. The suspension itself was hard. The chrome had gone a bit rusty over time. It just wasn't comfortable. I could feel the shock waves going up my spine. And if you know me, I've had my spine fused together, so we've got to keep looking after that one. So we've changed that for some YSS's, and we've set the preload, I think, perfectly. It's really nice. It's a really comfortable ride now. The front forks, I think, are a bit hard though. The other thing we found with the chain, it was in good condition. It had all this white silicone stuff put on it which had preserved it, but under the actual chain guard, I didn't get a video of this, or under the sprocket guard, there was like an inch thick of grease, and that's gone everywhere. It's haunted me for days. That it went all over the floor when I tried to clean it off. I've been through 2 lots of chain cleaner for this bike, but now I've done all that. It's a really nice smooth ride. Yeah, so that's the Bonneville. That's everything we've done to it. We did a big job of rewiring it. I forgot that, one of the main parts. The wiring was all higgledy-piggledy. We had 12-volt cigarette car lighters on here. We had a USB. We had all sorts of weird 12-volt DC stuff. A trickle charging unit that just wasn't very good. And the wiring looked like it come out of someone's shed in the 70s. It wasn't uniform. So as you can see, we ripped all that out. We got so much wiring out of that bike. And we've just put ourselves in a 12-volt Oxford relay. I think I spent 22 quid on that. Honestly, don't spend 150 quid on a relay. These are great. It's just a positive and a negative to the battery, and then you've got your switch wire, and then everything else can just literally just put into, you've got 4 ports on that relay, so you can easily just power 4 items. So I've now got a USB charger and the heated grips at the moment. So now we've done all the Bonneville stuff. How does it ride? It rides buttery smooth. The only issue I've got, I think, is the front forks are a bit hard, or the tyres are a bit hard. I don't know which one it is. The tyres are, I think, the original tyres on it. They are the MEZs from Metzeler, and to be honest, they're cornering okay, but I think they're a bit hard, that's all. I have got them at 35 PSI. I don't know if that's too high or not. Drop me a comment, let me know. Saves me Googling it. But yeah, we are going to ride them this summer, because we are planning to take this to Italy at the end of summer. I'm going to get ourselves some Michelin Road 6s, I believe, for that. That's what I've been told are the best. So yeah, that so far is how it rides. But yeah, it's a stunning piece of kit. I really am happy with it. We've done everything ourselves. I honestly can't fault the bike. It sounds so nice now. It's smooth, it's buttery. I like the pops that come off the exhaust. It just sounds like a retro bike. You know, it's not got any of these kind of catalytic converters in it that kind of dampen the sound, or, you know, decibel ruins, but it's not a loud bike. Another thing that I like about this is we obviously sold the Ducati, which was a great bike in itself, don't get me wrong, but it was a hot bike to ride. It had a big panel underneath the bike itself. It was a horrible bike in the summer because it would cook your legs. This has been an air-cooled bike. It has got a little radiator on it though, where the oil circulates, so the air actually doesn't, the heat doesn't actually come all out of the exhaust, and the exhaust is so low and behind us that you can't feel it. So even though it's an air-cooled bike, it's dead cool. I'm dead impressed with it. So yeah, as you can see, the Peak District is very oversubscribed. No matter where you go, there is somebody. If you want to have a bit of a moment with your wife in a bush, you've got no chance. There's no way you're going to see it. If you want to camp out in a camper van, there's probably going to have a neighbour. It's just one of them areas that's constantly oversubscribed. Everywhere you go, there's people walking, which is fair play, you know, fair play. But Top Boy Johnny wants these hills to himself. He wants these roads to himself, because we want to enjoy them. And we're going to have to do some overtaking, I think. I'm not sitting behind these all afternoon. And it sounds smooth. It's only a 5-speed. And it pulls. It's got so much torque in the lower end. It just wants to pull. It's not struggled up anything so far. This is a bit of a downgrade. I think this is 68 brake horsepower from 74 brake horsepower. But let's be honest, I'm not really going to use all that horsepower in a Ducati. Here we go. Loads of people. You've got to be careful. And as you can see, look at all them cars down there. That's the wonderful Peak District for you. If you're going to come, take a day off work. Come on a Monday. Come on a Friday. Wednesdays, that's the best time to come to the Peak. I'm lucky because I'm only 20 minutes away, and I'm in it. I'm in the thick of the Peak District. But it is stunning. There's loads of green lanes as well. If you've got a dirt bike and you want to go a bit of green lane in a Honda C90 or something like that, yeah, come along and have a good one. We're going to head towards Winnats Pass, so I'm going to show you Winnats Pass now. The 360 camera's died. I forgot to charge it up, but it is what it is. So this is where you get to the thick of it now. This is Winnats Pass that's coming up, and there's cars everywhere. People just wanting to walk, which is fair play, you know, it's their right. They're allowed to walk. But there's, yeah, it's just amazing how far they'll cram the cars into these little spots, really. And here we go, more cars, more cars. The problem you've got, I think, with England is it's such a small island, and we are severely densely populated. It's I've got a nod to all the bikers. That puts me off the train of thought. It is oversubscribed, I think, the UK. Like, if you go to America, there's places you can walk and not see someone for days. But anywhere you go in the UK, there's someone around. And we're hoping we're going to have a nice little steady ride down Winnats Pass now, not stuck behind a convoy of slow cars. But that's just how it is, I suppose. I've got used to it now. In the UK, you've got a queue everywhere you go. If you want a cup of tea, you've got a queue. If you want to get through some traffic lights, you've got a queue. Get down a side street, you've got a queue. And that's why the British, I think, we take queuing very seriously, because none of us want to feel cheated. So yeah, don't mess with the British and their queues. But here we go. This is the start of Winnats Pass. Let's see how the bike does on the cattle grid. Really smooth, really nice. I think I'll change the tyres before I change the suspension though. I think they are hard though. But here you go, about to see some magnificent Winnats Pass. There we have it, sports fans, and it's dead. There's nothing here. So I believe that this was carved out by a glacier back in the day. It's looking luscious and green though, to say we've had such a dry summer. But yeah. Just enjoying that for the moment. Wow. I'm gonna try our new brakes that we fitted. And they do really well. We're gonna drop it down a gear though. I just love how the bike chugs along. And do you know what, this is the quietest I've ever seen Winnats Pass. I've just been talking a load of guff about the UK being oversubscribed, but yeah, that's the quietest I've seen Winnats Pass for a long time. I find the Bonneville gets some looks, but it doesn't get as many looks as the Ducati did. That's something that's a bit sad, I suppose. The Ducati had that kind of, not one-off, there wasn't many of them in the UK paint jobs though. It's gone to a loving home now. The lad hasn't even had a motorcycle lesson, he just saw it and loved it. And it's been well looked after, he's not going to have any problems with that. It's just the high servicing costs that got me. The whole point was to upgrade one day, but if this was to break down abroad, chances are I could fix it quite easily myself with the Ducati. There's a lot of components to it that just aren't user friendly. Even Ducati don't know how to fit them half the time. Yeah, we're coming into Castleton now and we're going to head up to the Yonderman Cafe and get ourselves a bit of lunch, I think. So we'll see you at the Yonderman. Right team, so we've made it to the Yonderman Cafe now. It's kind of like a bit of a biker's haven in the Peak District. It's a really nice cafe. There's loads of people watching me as I'm filming. It's a bit awkward, that's the problem with being an international YouTuber. But yeah, the Bonneville is doing really well. It's a shame that roads are a bit oversubscribed. I would like to open up a bit more on some of the straights, get around the cars. But you know, she's ticking away fine. She's merry. I'm touching wood right now because I brought no tools with me. She just seems so smooth. The thing is as well about these biker cafes is when you get on your bike, you've got to rev your engine, so you might hear a bit of that in background. But yeah, the day's been quite good. Come through the week if you come to the Peak District, but it is a stunning location. The roads are amazing. But we're going to head now over Eyam and then up to the Glider School and then down towards Heathersage, which is some of my favourite roads as well. We've not got the 360 camera anymore because I've got to charge it. But we have got the face mount. I've got some new settings on there, so I don't know if it's as wobbly as it has been in the past when I've used it. It might be even more wobbly, but it's in proper 4K HD now. So yeah, I'm waiting to get served and then we'll get back on the road and see where we get to have it. So we're just coming through the lovely little village of Eyam now and we're heading up into the hills once again towards the Glider School. But yeah, it's such a nice quintessential British village is this. Naturally, because it's a Peak District, it is rammed as always. But could you blame them really? Look at even the new build houses like that one looks really nice. So we're going to take a right up here to where it says Youth Hostel, Hawkill Road, and this will take us up to the amazing hills once again. It says road ahead closed, but I don't believe it is. And if you take a left here, that's a great green lane further along there. Now, I'm a firm believer that when it says a road ahead is closed, 90% of the time that road is not actually closed. You can get through it, there's just a bit of bollards. Some dirt bikers there, having a good time. Happy days. But yeah, let's see if this road actually is closed and see if my philosophy is right. This guy's coming down, so that makes me think the road isn't closed. But they lied to us, the councils lied to us. I think there's, out of every 10 that you go down that says roads closed, they're not actually closed, you can get through them, especially on a motorcycle. And that's kind of what makes motorcycling so great, I think. It's kind of like your modern day cowboys. You aren't having to kind of stick to the limits of the road. You can go around obstacles if need be. You aren't bulky, you cut through traffic, you cut through the crowds. You know, it's just the perfect way, and that's I think what kind of makes the difference between riding a motorcycle and driving a car. When you drive a car, you're kind of stuck between these laws. It says road ahead, closed, no through route. We'll try though. I wasn't going to go this way, I was going to go the other way. But it's kind of worth checking now if I'm right or if I'm wrong, isn't it? I think we're kind of having to commit to it now just for the channel, just to see if I'm right or wrong. So yeah, wish me luck. Now these are the kind of roads you want when you come to the Peak District, nice and quiet. If you've got a sports bike, I'm not sure whether this is what is going to interest you. You can't really get your speed up, but just for, you know, the relaxing, calm, mind clearing ride that you should be having like me, then yeah, these are perfect. I'm still checking the signs say road ahead closed, no through route. We're gonna see, there's only one way to find out, isn't there? Oh, it's that way. We've missed it. We're gonna turn around though, and we're gonna see if we can get down there. Now I hate turning on a hill. I just hate turning on hills. We're through though. Turning on a flat's different to turning on a steep hill. Road ahead closed. Let's chase it, shall we? Now you see, when you came onto Top Boy Johnny's channel today, did you expect to be having this quality content, seeing if a road actually was closed? You didn't, did you? You just didn't, but you've now got that. And I've not been down here before, so it's worth checking out, I suppose. I'm a bit of an explorer. Look how nice this is, and we've got it all to ourselves because everyone's scared to come down here. All these little driveways that go off the old halls. But I think the UK in the summer is probably one of the most beautiful places in the world when you get to these kind of areas. But once you get away from the crowds, there's no walkers here, there's no tourist destinations. These are the most beautiful lanes in the country, and they're all in the north of England, I find. The Peak District, the Lake District, you've got Scotland, you've even got the North Yorkshire Moors. Just stunning. I don't know what it's like down south too much. If you get to Cornwall, it's okay, but once again, it's oversubscribed. Devon, oversubscribed, but some very nice lanes down there. We've got an uncle that lives in Devon. He lives in an absolutely beautiful, picturesque part of it, and I've had some good times down there on the Ducati. But this today is all about British roads on British bikes. Right team, we're still going down this hill now. We did pass a bit of new tarmac. I didn't film it because we've been going down for a while and wanted to save a bit of battery on the camera. But at the side of the road there was a bit of tarmac that had been freshly laid, and I wonder if they'd been doing road works there, finished it up, and then they need another team to come by and check and take away the signs. That's how councils work. It's not just one team operating, sadly. They do the works and someone comes and collects everything. You know, there's still a chance that it's going to be... Wow, look at that house. Let's just stop for a minute and admire that house. Now that's stunning, isn't it? It's even got the LED windows still. I'm guessing that's grade 2 listed at least. Stunning. Yeah, really nice that. But yeah, I'm got a feeling that, you know, there's been a bit of tarmacking works on here and they've just not cleared the road signs yet. But such a nice road, I'll happily ride back up it. Happily ride back up it. Oh look, I think we're at the main road. I think we're at the main road, lads and lasses. Was Johnny right once again? Now I've done it a few times this channel, being down roads that are closed, and they're not actually closed, but look, we haven't had to stop one bit. And that's why I always say to you, 9 times out of 10 the roads are absolutely fine, and you should go and investigate and explore. Don't let the council ruin your fun. Don't let them. Oh, we were going to come out of a lane on the left here as well, but we're going to have a bit more of a tootle around the hills. We're not going to do that. We're going to head up to Heathersage now, and then we might extend our journey a bit of somewhere else, and then we're going to head home. But I've had a blooming good day, a lovely day on this bike. That's all you need. 2 wheels, a bit of petrol, insurance, gear. Actually, let's not get too much into it because it gets expensive. But, you know, I've had a really good day so far. So let's see where we get to. Right team, I'm just going to show you now. It's very windy up here. This is Standrig Edge. It's a big edge that goes all the way along the Peak District. You can see it, but you can see most of the Peak District from here. You can see where I started the video, which was up by the cement factory just straight ahead of us, but we went all the way through Hope Valley around the back of this little hump here, and then we went up over the tops of these hills near the gliding club. So yeah, we've had a really good circular of the north of the Peak District. But that there is Standrig Edge. That is the big long edge of the Peak District, and you can see it from all the hills. It really is quite stunning. But yeah, look, everywhere you go, it's just people and cars. So don't let me put you off the Peak District. Just come on a weekday or not in half term. Happy days. Right, team, so we're going to leave it there. We found this lovely little lane just below Standrig Edge, is it? Standrig Edge, bit of a mouthful. But yeah, we've had an absolute blast in this Bonneville. I think we've done about 100 miles today, which is no mean feat, but it's running, it's as smooth as hell. The suspension upgrades, you can really tell, the oil change, the chain, everything that I've done about it. From when I took it on from Ashes to today, the difference is astronomical. I'm going to love riding this. You're going to see this bike develop a lot on the channel now. We've got big plans for it. Like I said, the biggest one is probably going to go to Italy at the end of summer. But yeah, this is going to be the main adventure bike. We did think about taking the Honda Sierra as the main adventure bike, but we've put off-roading tyres on it, and we've got to continuously change them tyres every time. With this is going to stick to roads, but we're going to go the distance. I've been inspired by that long way around as well, so we might go do Norway. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.